The dying sun bleeds across the scrapyard, painting rust with a fleeting, false warmth. Dust motes dance in the amber light, a silent, fragile ballet before the coming chaos. A strange quiet settles over the yard, a held breath before the world screams again. Even the wind whispers warnings, carrying the scent of distant, oily rain. The crew feels a prickling unease, a premonition of the peace shattering soon. Their titan stands against the horizon, an iron colossus bathed in transient gold. Its silhouette looms, both a sacred sentinel and an ominous, shadowed harbinger. Every weld gleams faintly, catching the light like ancient, forgotten prayers. The air itself feels heavy, charged with unspoken tension, thick with anticipation. Small figures move beneath its shadow, feeling insignificant, yet fiercely protective. The Titan's stillness is unnerving, a coiled spring waiting for an unseen signal. Its metallic form absorbs the sun's last embrace, a temporary, beautiful illusion. The crew exchanges anxious glances, knowing this precious calm cannot endure. A low hum vibrates through the ground, a subtle tremor from the Titan's dormant core. This golden hour feels borrowed, a stolen moment before inevitable, dark reckoning. The sky above deepens to bruised purple, hinting at the storm gathering beyond the city. They trace the Titan's mighty lines, a monument to their impossible, dangerous work. Every dent and scratch tells a story, a testament to its forgotten, violent past. The yard, usually a cacophony of metal, now waits in an eerie, profound silence. An almost reverent fear grips them, a chilling awareness of what approaches. The setting sun casts long, distorted shadows, stretching like grasping, spectral fingers. The Titan's head, a blunt, featureless mass, seems to gaze into the coming darkness. It is a silent promise, a monstrous, beautiful oath etched against the fading light. The air grows colder, carrying the metallic temps of ozone and distant, heavy industry. The crew gathers, their faces grim, preparing for the battle they know is coming. They watch the city lights flicker on, unaware of the storm about to break here. The Titan stands resolute, an anchor in the shifting currents of their desperate fate. Its presence is a burden and a blessing, a shield and a magnet for destruction. A single, defiant spark flies from a distant weld, a tiny protest against the gloom. The golden light fades completely now, swallowed by the encroaching, hostile night. The yard holds its breath, a desolate stage set for a clash of metal and will. The Titan's eyes, still dark, seem to awaken with an internal, unseen glow. A final, lingering warmth escapes the metal, a ghost of the sun's brief comfort. The crew tightens their grip on tools, ready to fight for their impossible giant. Then, the first drone appears, a black shard against the twilight, silent and swift. More follow, swarming like metallic locusts, their red eyes piercing the dimness. Corporate mechs emerge from the urban sprawl, their polished forms reflecting city lights. They move with cold precision, each step a calculated, undeniable assertion of power. Legal banners unfurl, glowing with corporate logos, proclaiming ownership in the night. The banners cast an eerie, artificial light, illumining the encroaching threat. Their politeness is a chilling veneer, a rehearsed script masking brutal intent. Beneath the corporate sheen, the glint of live ammunition is dangerously apparent. The air crackles with static, a precursor to the violent, inevitable confrontation. Corporate voices boom from unseen speakers, sterile and unwavering, demanding surrender. They speak of property rights, of reclamation, their words sharp as razor wire. The crew's fists clench, their hearts pounding against the drumbeat of injustice. The corporate mechs form a tight cordon, a metallic cage around the vulnerable yard. Their weapons hum with suppressed energy, ready to unleash devastating, cold fire. The ground trembles faintly beneath the weight of their systematic, relentless advance. Warning lights flash across the corporate hulls, stark crimson against gunmetal gray. The drones buzz higher, scouting, mapping, cataloging everything for later destruction. A palpable fear spreads through the adjacent shanties, a cold dread of corporate might. The crew stands defiant, small figures, challenging and overwhelming indifferent force. Their titan remains still, a silent, colossal challenge to the invaders' authority. The corporate mechs aim their powerful lights, blinding beams sweeping the scrapyard. Every shadow lengthens, distorts, becoming a monstrous, fleeting entity. The cold, metallic scent of their arrival mingles with the yard's earthy, oily smell. The corporate leader's voice, amplified, cuts through the tension like a sharpened blade. He offers terms, hollow promises of safety, if they abandon their cherished giants. The crew's eyes burn with fierce resolve, refusing to yield their hard-won sanctuary. The corporate mechs shift, weapons locking into ready positions, their patience waning. The drones descend lower, their cameras worry, documenting the impending violence. The silence stretches, taut and suffocating, before the first inevitable command. The crew feels the weight of their decision, the heavy burden of defiance. This is not just about the Titan. It is about their very right to exist here. The corporate mechs advance another step, tightening their suffocating steel embrace. Their presence is a cold desecration, a violation of the yard's sacred ground. The Titan's form seems to ripple, a subtle tremor of awakening power within its frame. The air grows heavy with the stench of industry and the promise of impending fire. The crew steels themselves, preparing for the inevitable clash of wills and metal. The corporate leader gives a signal, a curt nod that unleashes their brutal force. The first shots are warning shots, impacting the ground with explosive, violent bursts. The yard shudders, dust and debris erupting around the crew in sudden, shocking plumes. The air fills with the acrid smell of propellant, a taste of the coming devastation. Go! Now! The crew leader shouts, urgency lacing his voice with raw command. Neighbors, roused by the explosions, scramble from their flimsy, makeshift homes. The crew hustles them forward, their hands pushing, guiding, protecting the vulnerable. Fear contorts faces, wide eyes reflecting the flashing, ominous corporate lights. Children clutch tattered toys, their small bodies trembling with incomprehension. The path is uneven, littered with scrap, yet they move with desperate, urgent speed. The yard, once a haven, transforms into a terrifying, temporary battleground. The ghosts of past civilian casualties seem to hover, whispering warnings in the wind. The crew sacrifices precious seconds, prioritizing human lives over their precious parts. They guide the elderly, supporting weary frames, their own hearts pounding fiercely. The corporate mechs observe, their cold sensors tracking every frantic, desperate movement. A drone swoops low, its camera recording the chaotic, desperate exodus from the yard. The crew forms a human shield, pushing the last stragglers towards the perimeter fence. The Titan remains still, its colossal form a silent, immovable promise of protection. Its very presence seems to deter the corporate mechs from firing directly into the crowd. The air vibrates with a growing tension, the imminent explosion of unleashed violence. One crew member trips, but strong hands quickly pull them up, urging them onward. The cries of frightened children echo, a piercing sound against the rumbling mechs. The corporate leader watches impassively, his patience wearing thin with every second. The crew reaches the fence, pushing the last family through the narrow, desperate gap. They turn back, their faces grim, ready to face the overwhelming force alone now. The yard is almost empty of innocents, a stark arena awaiting the coming storm. The Titan stands between them and oblivion, a silent, metal guardian against tyranny. The corporate mechs begin their final, synchronized advance. Weapons now fully charged. The ground trembles violently as their heavy forms close in, a metallic, crushing tide. The crew takes their positions, small figures bracing for the inevitable. Budatai Rasodata. The air crackles with energy, the pre-battle tension, a suffocating, heavy shroud. The Titan remains poised, a dormant volcano, about to erupt in furious, protective might. The first corporate volley rips through the air, aimed directly at the Titan's chest. A blinding flash erupts, followed by a deafening roar of impacting desteracti before the yard is plunged into chaos, a maelstrom of light, sound, and flying debris. The Titan shudders, a metallic groan echoing through the ravaged, burning scrapyard. It moves then, a blur of immense power, responding to the direct, lethal threat. Its colossal arm sweeps upward, deflecting a second barrage with surprising speed. The impact creates a shockwave, rippling through the air, shaking the very ground. The crew watches, awestruck, as their silent giant awakens to defend its home. The Titan steps forward, its heavy footfalls shaking the foundations of the yard. Its movements are fluid, powerful, contradicting its long history of inert stillness. The corporate mechs hesitate, surprised by the Titan's sudden, formidable response. This is not the passive target they expected. This is a living, breathing war machine. The Titan raises its other arm, a gesture of defiance, a challenge to the invaders. Its form is a bold silhouette against the fiery explosions, an iconic, powerful image. Speed streaks follow its movements, blurring its massive frame into a swift, dark force. Hard-edged shadows stretch and twist, dancing with the explosions, alive with conflict. The Titan intercepts a volley of missiles, catching them in its reinforced metal palm. The explosions are muffled, contained by its sheer mass, a testament to its resilience. Debris rains down, twisted metal shards scattering across the scorched earth. The crew ducks for cover, feeling the concussive force of each titanic impact. The Titan's protective stance is undeniable, a clear declaration of its new purpose. It shields the crew, a living wall of steel, against the relentless corporate assault. The ground beneath them trembles constantly, a ceaseless tremor of colossal combat. The corporate mechs regroup, their initial surprise giving way to calculated aggression. They adjust their targeting, focusing fire on the Titan's visible, massive joints. The Titan pivots, its heavy frame surprisingly agile, avoiding direct, critical hits. Its movements are economical, efficient, the practiced motions of an ancient warrior. The air fills with the whine of charging weapons, a symphony of destructive intent. The Titan unleashes its own counterattack, a powerful, sweeping punch of pure force. A corporate mech staggers back, its armor buckling under the immense, sudden impact. The crew cheers, a desperate, defiant cry against the overwhelming odds they face. The Titan seems to acknowledge them, its head tilting slightly, an almost human gesture. Its presence is a beacon of hope, a monstrous, beautiful defiance in the dark. The battle rages, a brutal ballet of destruction and defense in the heart of the yard. The Titan blocks another volley, its body a shield, absorbing the searing, bright energy. The corporate mechs press, their attack, relentless, determined to break its defenses. The yard groans under the assault, buildings collapsing, metal screaming in agony. The Titan stands firm, a stoic guardian, unwavering amidst the surrounding devastation. Its metallic skin glows faintly from the heat of impacts, a fiery internal pulse. The crew feels a surge of pride, watching their Titan fight with such ferocious grace. They know this fight is bigger than them, bigger than the yard, bigger than profit. It is a battle for autonomy, for the right to choose, for the soul of forgotten metal. The Titan parries a crushing blow, sparks flying like sacred, wild, desperate fireworks. Its movements reveal a surprising elegance, a deadly dance of colossal power. The corporate mechs adapt, their tactics shifting to exploit perceived weaknesses. They try to flank the Titan, attempting to surround its formidable, towering form. But the Titan anticipates, its massive frame rotating with uncanny, swift precision. Its fist connects with another corporate mech, sending it skidding across the ground. The impact reverberates through the yard, shaking the very foundations of the city. The air hums with kinetic energy, a palpable force emanating from the struggling giant. The crew watches, their breath caught, witnessing a legend unfolding before their eyes. The Titan's every move speaks of ancient, forgotten battles, of a warrior reborn. It moves, not just defensively, but with strategic, devastating, offensive intent. The corporate mechs fall back momentarily, assessing the Titan's unexpected prowess. Their cold analytical sensors struggle to compute this unforeseen, raw strength. The Titan's silhouette is stark against the fiery chaos, a symbol of primal power. Speedline skies streak behind it, emphasizing its incredible, shocking velocity. Giant shadows swallow small people, fleeting glimpses of the crew under its protection. The Titan roars then, a sound not of metal, but of deep, resonant, ancient defiance. The sound echoes through the scrap, rattling windows, chilling the corporate hearts. It is a primal cry, a challenge hurled into the face of sterile, unfeeling power. The corporate forces hesitate, their programmed efficiency momentarily disrupted by emotion. The Titan's eyes, now glowing faintly, fix upon the leader of the corporate assault. A silent threat passes between them, a clash of wills across the burning battlefield. The Titan charges an unstoppable force, leaving shattered earth in its powerful wake. It crashes into the corporate line, scattering mechs like discarded, broken toys. The crew cheers louder, their voices hoarse, fueled by awe and desperate, raw hope. The Titan fights with a ferocity that chills, a relentless, unyielding, ancient rage. Its metal groans under stress, but holds, proving its impossible, hidden strength. The yard is a maelstrom of light and sound, a testament to the Titan's furious defense. The sky above darkens further, mirroring the intensity of the brutal, escalating conflict. The Titan is a whirlwind of destruction, a beautiful, terrifying dance of steel. Then, a new presence descends, sleek and silent, cutting through the chaotic fray. It is a corporate prototype, all sharp angles and predatory, polished chrome. This rival mech moves with an uncanny grace, an almost liquid, deadly precision. Its design speaks of advanced warfare, a surgical instrument of pure, cold destruction. It targets the Titan's core chamber, aiming with chillin', calculated accuracy. A beam of concentrated energy lances out, a focused strike intended to cripple. The Titan reels, a deep metallic clang, echoing as the beam impacts its shielded heart. The crew gasps, recognizing the rival mech's intimate, dangerous knowledge. How does it know? The Titan's secret, the location of its most vulnerable point. The rival mech is faster, more agile, a nimble predator, circling its colossal prey. It dances around the Titans, slower, more powerful blows, mocking its raw strength. Its weapons hum with a sinister energy, each shot a precise, damaging incision. The Titan grunts, a deep, mechanical sound of pain and mounting, furious frustration. It struggles to track the smaller, swifter foe, its massive frame a wider target. The rival mech's pilot is a ghost, hidden behind tinted glass, coldly efficient. Its every move is a calculated chess move, designed to dismantle, not merely defeat. The Titan's armor sparks and buckles under the repeated, surgical strikes from above. The crew shouts warnings, their voices lost in the cacophony of the intense battle. They feel a surge of helpless terror, watching their guardian endure such precise agony. The rival mech is relentless. Its attacks a methodical dissection of the Titan's defenses. It aims for the joints, the power conduits, the vulnerable spots it seems to know. The Titan's massive hand swipes, missing the agile mech by mere frustrating inches. The rival mech laughs, a synthesized, taunting sound broadcast through the speakers. Its confidence is chilling, a cold certainty of its own technological superiority. The Titan's movements grow heavier, each deflection a greater, more painful effort. The crew sees the strain, the immense burden of this unequal, brutal struggle. The rival mech unleashes a volley of tracking missiles, small, deadly, precise. They find their mark, exploding against the Titan's legs, sending it stumbling back. The Titan roars in anguish, a sound that tears at the crew's protective hearts. It falls to one knee, a colossal monarch brought low by a swift, insidious enemy. The ground cracks beneath its weight, sending fissures through the scarred concrete. The rival mech hovers above, its weapons glowing, preparing for the final, killing blow. Its pilot savors the moment, the triumph of technology over brute, ancient power. The Titan looks up, its glowing eyes meeting the cold, unblinking gaze of the rival. A silent defiance burns within its core, refusing to yield to this new, deadly threat. The crew watches, frozen in fear, knowing this could be the devastating final moment. The rival mech charges its primary weapon, a massive cannon humming with dark energy. The air distorts around the barrel, swirling with destructive potential force. It aims directly for the Titan's chest, for the very heart of their impossible giant. The crew screams, a collective, desperate cry of warning and futile, raw protest. The Titan braces itself, its remaining strength gathered for one final, desperate stand. Its internal lights flare, a surge of power, a last, defiant burst of inner fire. The rival mech fires, unleashing a torrent of pure, concentrated, destructive force. The beam strikes, a blinding flash, engulfing the Titan in searing, white-hot energy. A deafening explosion rips through the yard, tearing at the very fabric of reality. The ground buckles violently, throwing the crew from their desperate, hidden vantage. Smoke and dust billow, creating an impenetrable shroud around the wounded giant. The rival mech hovers proudly, confident in its victory, its mission seemingly complete. The corporate drones buzz with renewed vigor, celebrating the Titan's apparent demise. A heavy silence descends, broken only by the crackle of burning debris and distant groans. The crew scrambles, coughing, their eyes scanning the smoke for any sign of their friend. Their hearts sink, a cold dread gripping them, fearing the worst for their beloved Titan. The smoke begins to clear slowly, revealing the devastation wrought by the assault. The Titan remains standing, miraculously, though heavily damaged, severely wounded. Its armor is scorched, twisted, molten metal dripping like tears from its mighty frame. A gaping hole mars its chest, revealing glimpses of the inner workings, pulsing faintly. Yet, it stands, a testament to its impossible resilience, its profound will to endure. The rival mech falters, its pilot stunned by the Titan, its unbelievable stubborn survival. Its targeting systems flicker, unable to comprehend the Titan's continued defiance. The crew lets out a collective gasp, then a cheer, a wave of relief washing over them. The Titan's eyes glow brighter now, a fierce, unwavering, defiant blue light. It raises its head slowly, a silent challenge to the stunned, retreating corporate mech. The rival mech, its confidence shaken, begins to back away, its mission compromised. It has gathered data, but failed to destroy, failed to truly conquer its ancient foe. The Titan takes a step forward, a heavy, deliberate movement, asserting its presence. The rival mech turns then, sleek and swift, vanishing into the smoke-filled, dark night. Its retreat is tactical, not a surrender, merely a regrouping for future, colder battles. The corporate drones follow, their buzzing, diminishing, leaving the ravaged yard behind. The Titan stands alone amidst the burning wreckage, a wounded, victorious giant. Its frame is scarred, but its spirit remains unbroken, a testament to its ancient core. The Titan breathes heavily, a deep, mechanical hiss escaping its damaged frame. Its glowing eyes scan the retreating enemy, a lingering, ancient wariness visible. The crew rushes forward, their faces etched with concern, their hearts aching for it. They see the damage, the raw wounds, proof of the brutal, unyielding assault. But they also see something else, a fighting prowess, far beyond simple programming. The Titan avoided lethal blows, deflecting, redirecting, minimizing true, fatal harm. It fought with cunning, with strategy, with war competence that felt deeply ingrained. This was not learning combat. This was remembering battles from a forgotten, distant past. Its movements were too fluid, too deliberate, too practiced for a recently awakened machine. The crew looks at each other, a silent, profound understanding dawning in their eyes. Their Titan is not merely a tool. It is a warrior, a veteran of countless ancient wars. Its defense was a confession, a revelation of its hidden, violent history. The way it guarded them, its chosen family, spoke of a loyalty beyond circuits and code. A profound respect settles over them, mingled with a chilling, unsettling realization. Who built this Titan? What wars did it fight? Who were its masters before them? The questions swirl, dark and unsettling, in the smoke-filled, ravaged scrapyard. The Titan lowers its head slightly, its glowing eyes seeming to hold a silent sorrow. Perhaps it remembers, too, the echoes of past conflicts, the weight of its grim purpose. Its very existence is a paradox, a machine with a soul, a weapon with a heart. The crew reaches it, touching its scorched metal, a gesture of comfort and shared pain. The Titan rumbles softly, a deep vibration that resonates through their own bodies. It is a silent acknowledgement, a bond forged in the crucible of shared, desperate battle. Its damaged core chamber pulses, a steady, rhythmic beat, a testament to its life. The crew feels the warmth emanating from within, a defiant spark against the cold night. The Titan is more than metal and wires. It is a guardian, a protector, a true friend. Its fighting style reveals not just strength, but an ancient wisdom, a deep experience. It chose to protect, to defend, to fight for the small, vulnerable beings it now shelters. This realization bonds them further, intertwining their fates with the ancient giant. The air stills around them, heavy with the weight of this profound, shared discovery. The Titan's presence is a silent, powerful promise, a shield against the encroaching dark beyond the yard. The city skyline watches, a distant, glittering, indifferent observer. A crowd had gathered, filming the battle from afar, their screens glowing in the dark. They captured the Titan's impossible fight, its defiance stand against corporate might. But as the corporate mechs retreated, the crowd began to disperse, fading into shadows. Fear eats applause, and public love is a fleeting, unreliable, ephemeral thing. The city turns its back, choosing ignorance, choosing comfort over inconvenient truth. The crew understands. Public adoration is temporary. Corporate ownership is persistent. The Titan's victory is their burden, a target painted on their very existence. This fight has solidified their choice, sealing their fate to the ancient machine. The core hums within the Titan, a low, resonant melody that only they can truly hear.